welcome to My Garage Rules tonight. Well, tonight we've come somewhere special to check out this magnificent car behind us. And I tell you what, it's a beautiful car, and I'll have to get these guys to tell you a little bit more about it because there's a huge story behind it. So we've got Jeff. How are you, Jeff?
Good, thanks.
We've got Gareth. How are you, Gareth?
Good, mate. Good.
And we've got Tim here tonight. How are you, mate?
G'day, how are you?
Good. So, guys, tell us a little bit about why we're seeing this beautiful car tonight.
There's a mate of ours who's doing it pretty tough with cancer and chemo at the moment. And a couple of months ago, one of the friends in our sort of group had this idea of all getting together and buying a car for him that he was very passionate about. He'd been driving it around, borrowing it from his nephew and getting a lot out of it. And so Jamie came up with the idea, put a post on Facebook, and it just took off.
Well, that's the best way to get things out there, isn't it?
Yeah,
Through Facebook.
Yeah. I think on the back of a discussion with Tim here, Jamie messaged me and said, what about if we resprayed it and did it up?
Oh, wow.
And I sort of said, you're nuts, it's never going to happen. We've only got a week.
Yeah. Jeez, hang on, sorry, a week to put this car together. So we'll mention too, it's a 67 Impala, is that right?
67 Chevy Impala, as you can see behind us.
Oh, wow.
And it was in good nick, but it wasn't in great nick. So I think Jamie spoke to Tim here and to Wayne down at, what's Wayne's business called?
Adelaide Auto Refinishes.
Thank you. I'll get it one
That's
day.
all right, at our age you tend to lose memory.
Yeah.
And everything else.
Multiple times. Talk to them, and Tim can tell you a little bit more about that discussion.
If we get 180 people together to pitch in $100, we can buy a car.
Yeah.
And within 3 weeks, you have 1,000 people.
That's crazy.
Putting in their time and money.
Yeah.
It's quite crazy.
Was it a lot of the car community, like car enthusiast people, or was it just anybody?
No.
Just
Paul,
friends of Paul. Yeah.
Wow.
Paul's background is the nightclub and live event and music industry. Yeah. It was people that first met Paul 35 plus years ago through to people that have only met him a couple of years ago.
Wow.
And we ended up with, like I said, more than 1,000 people in the group. There was 400 odd people that made direct financial contributions to it. Some people could only afford to chip in 10, 15, 25 bucks. A couple of people chipped in quite a bit more because they had the means to do it. But as Tim kept reinforcing, and Jamie, it wasn't about how much you could put in. It was about being a part of it.
Yeah, just
and
the
so
whole
we
experience.
were down here for a couple of nights at Wingard, and then a couple of days and nights at Wayne's place, and then back here to do the polish off. Sometimes there was 25, 30 people here polishing chrome and fixing door trim.
I've got to point out, it's a beautiful colour, by the way. It's fantastic. So,
Thank you, Wayne.
Yes.
He picked the colour.
Oh, did he really? Yeah. Oh, wow. And so was the interior like that, or was something? Yeah. What happened there?
The interior was pretty much as it is.
Yep.
Like Paul's nephew had already done the interior up quite a few years ago, and that had stayed in pretty good condition. Yeah. But the car had been living outside for 5 years, and so the outside of the car was not in the best condition. It had some panel work. And Jamie contacted me and said, mate, I'll polish the car, we'll detail it here, we'll give it back to him, and it'll be all Mickey Mouse. He sent me photographs of the car.
Stripped.
That's where that idea fell apart. I literally said, you cannot polish this car.
It's got to be painted.
That. And I said, look, I think I know a guy. I said, I think we can get this car painted. And as Gareth said, he goes, mate, we've got like 2 weeks. And I said, got less than that, because I'm going to Tasmania for a week on a motorbike, and I don't get back till Saturday night.
Jeez.
And I spoke to Wayne, and I said, mate, I need a car painted, and I need it done for virtually nothing, and I need it done in 4 days. And he's like, geez, you know what you've got yourself in for? And I'm like, well, it's what you've got yourself in for. Because if you say yes, you're in all the way. And he said yes. And from then on, literally the car, Paul was driving the car on a Sunday at lunchtime. 3 hours later, it was here at Wingard. The following Monday was the Adelaide Cup, long weekend.
That's right, remember that,
So a lot of people had the day off. So we had 20 people come here all day and night, strip the car, sand it back, and we were aligning panels. The hood scoop came off and was completely remodelled and remoulded and reattached to the car. It wasn't just a cursory wave of the gun.
Well, didn't the mirrors have to get someone bought mirrors in from the States or somewhere at short notice? It was just a massive project.
One of those things where you see like an overhauling type show and you think, There's no way that happens in a week.
No, that's great.
And you know, literally it doesn't.
And you've done it in a week, and it's crazy. But
in 6 days, we gave him back the car on the Saturday night following at 7 p.m.
And you've done an amazing effort. So we've got to ask the ugly guy at the end there. So what's your involvement there, Jeff?
Well, I knew Tim, but I didn't know Gareth, and I didn't actually know Paul. But I knew a guy called Phil, and Phil rang me up and said, hey, look, there's this thing going to be happening with this car, a bit like an overhauling thing. I'm a mechanic, you might want to be involved. So it was actually Adelaide Cup weekend, and you were actually around at my house, and I got the phone call from Phil.
Right. Yeah.
And Phil said, hey, we're starting to work on a new parlour. I'm like, oh, that's happening. So I popped around here, and we've mentioned it a couple of times over the thing. We could feel the love. Yeah. Like, you got there, and everyone was like, banding together, and one person was doing this, another person was doing that, and Gareth brought around the Coronas. and
then the love just flowing.
Sorry, in responsible, fashion.
Yeah, we only had one each. You couldn't help but be pulled into it, could you?
It was like I saw it, and I just started, I'll do that, and I'll do that, and I'm going, I'm in. So I was there Monday, Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday till 1:30 a.m. Back again Saturday, and then we filmed the car getting driven down to the Thebby.
So who did the motor and everything? Who did the engine?
I
I
did the plugs and the leads, just made it run a little bit nicer sort of thing. But everybody just did, like on the final assembly night, I thought, all right, well, I'll do the boot. Yeah. And somebody else did the left door and somebody else did the right door. And, we had like some of the girls here just polishing. Yep. You pick up a part, that needs a bit of work. Can you polish that for me? And they just sit there and they just polish.
Wow, that's crazy.
Come back. It was just, everybody could... they had like a skill set, and they just did what they could.
Yeah, we had kids here, 6, 7, 8, 10 years old, working on bits of the car, polishing, cleaning, and all that sort of stuff. It was a real family affair at times.
When you donate money to a charity, you see the money go off, and then you see you see a news story about the positive results and all the rest of it, which is all fantastic. I encourage people to do it. But this gave a whole bunch of us a chance to do something that we could see tangible results. We saw. I'm going to tear up in a minute again. We saw. Mate, I've never seen so many grown men cry in one place. When we did the handover at Thebby, there was about 350
actually,
people.
That's what I was going to say. So what was it like with the handover? Was it a quite emotional moment?
Absolutely. Just unforgettable. There are people who say it was the best night of their lives and all the rest of it, but I've never been in a situation where 340, 350 people come together with a single aim like that, all about making one person feel good.
That's crazy.
There was a picture that was framed, and it's got the car with a sunset backdrop, and it says, "Some people give a get well card, we give a get well car."
Oh, fantastic!
And all these people get together. Everyone was in tears. The looks on Paul's face when he realised what was going on. And when he saw the car and
probably
saw
thought
under
he'd been
the bonnet,
punked.
It was. We had paramedics on site just in case it was
We're running a sweep
unbelievable.
to see, is he going to pass out? Is he just going to fall over, or is he going to cry? What's going to happen? And
well, I know he's watching you guys doing this little interview at the moment. I'm going to give him a big hug as soon as we finish. But I tell you what, guys, I think you've done an amazing effort, and for all those people that obviously couldn't be here tonight to have a chat about the car and everything, do you want to just thank quickly a few people?
Oh, look, I haven't got you guys haven't got the airtime, and I haven't got the list of names to remember everyone, and I won't remember all the names. But Tim, Jamie, Wayne, Jeff, Phil DeVito,
Georgie,
all the people that
Chris,
brought. The guys at Thebby, the guys from Novatech, the food van people, everyone that helped set up the event, pack up, all the people that helped. There was half a dozen craft breweries around town and a couple of wineries that donated drinks that could be sold when we did the handover at Thebby. So everyone that was involved with it, everyone who contributed financially, directly or indirectly, or donated time, or just sent good love messages because they couldn't be a part of it directly. Cannot say thank you enough, because anyone who's seen Paul driving around in the car over the last couple of weeks or knows him personally and has seen the effect that it's had on him.
Oh, absolutely.
It's had a direct physical effect because the doctors are happy. He's loving it.
And he's far less annoying now.
Well, he's not in our faces all the time, dropping around saying, "Look at my nephew's car."
I know.
Well,
can't say thank you enough to everyone that was involved.
Well,
seriously,
I've known him for quite a few years, and he's a humble bloke, and he's larger than life, and I'm sure he appreciated everything you guys did, and you got big hearts, you guys, and everybody out there that helped you out as well, and we really appreciate you taking the time to show us the car and just tell us a little bit about the spirit, the Aussie spirit, and the guy, I'm going to get emotional myself, but my daughter had cancer as well, so I know what it's like. So hats off to you guys. You're number one in our book, so thank you very much. And there you go, guys. So thank you, and we'll get back to you. And thanks again. That's awesome. Well, hi everyone. Hey, welcome to My Garage Rules tonight. Here we're with young Blake. How are you, Blake?
Nice, thank you.
He's nice, thank you. He's a little bit nervous, folks, but you've brought this magnificent LC Tirana out today, and look, it is raining here. That's why I've got my jacket on. You got your jacket on. Jeff's got his Ugg boots on. We're all out here, but you've brought your beautiful car out to show us, and this is amazing. Now, I must admit, I did see this car at the car show recently at the Extreme Auto Expo, and oh my God, I just, I had a moment. There was lucky there was cold showers, let me tell you. But tell us a little bit about this dream of yours of this car. So have you always wanted an LC Tirana?
Always wanted an LC from a young age.
Yeah.
Always just flicking through photo albums of what cars Dad had from the Monaros and the Tiranas.
It's a great shape in it. I've always liked that shark nose point on the front, the whitey. I call it the white pointer look. I'm not sure if that's correct, but
the wind divider.
Yeah, the wind divider at the front. But it's just a nice look, isn't it?
Yes, and I always wanted one, and right from a young age, just always wanted. Dad had one when I was young, and ever since then he sold it and regretted it.
You're saying young age, but how old are you?
I'm 24.
24. So you must have been, what, 9?
I was 12 when I got this. 12 when I got this. So,
wow.
Yeah, bit of a purchase by accident. We bid it on eBay, seeing it popped up.
Yeah.
We bid it on it and ended up winning it. So we had to go to Melbourne to pick it up, and as you can probably imagine, it didn't look like this when we bought it.
But tell us just about this motor as well. It freaks a lot of people out when they realise what it actually is.
Yeah, it's just it started life as a Holden, your normal 304 out of your like a VN Commodore. It's been stroked out to 383.
So we're talking a Holden motor.
Holden
it's not
V8.
a 350 Chev or anything like that. It's a Holden motor.
Holden V8, cast iron from the bottom to the top. So a bit
Now,
more expensive than your generic motor to build, but
it's beautiful. It really looks, it's all engineered and everything, and it's a beautiful looking motor. But we have some exciting news as well. Now, you've just been back from the drags.
Just went to the Holden Nationals at Heathcote Park in Victoria.
All right, you got to tell us what'd you do.
I went 980, 136 mile an hour. So
not bad for a Holden motor, is it?
Yeah, no, it gets by.
Mate, look, from the paint job is just amazing. I mean, it just stands out. I mean, is that the factory colour as well?
It's a factory colour, yes. Yeah. Factory GTR, liniment green, PPG, Duco. So.
But the wheels, look at the wheels. These are crazy too. Tell us about those.
They're weld one-piece Aluma Stars. Same with up the rear. Just running the bead lock to lock the tyre to the ground.
Now,
so
aren't they?
Yeah, popular tyre there. So popular rim as well.
But the interior, has that been done much to that at all? Or is it? Did it have to be brought back from brand new?
From top to bottom. So all local, done by Aaron O'Hara in Gawler.
Oh yes, no Aaron.
And all GDR sort of theme, but with a dash, we've gone for the autometer sort of style to update the.
So it obviously
gauges.
didn't look like this before. So was there a lot you had to do?
Oh yeah, it's pretty much every panel has been replaced apart from the floor pans were pretty good.
Yeah.
But quarters, the front is at all new guards, nose cone. So.
You've got to thank a few people here. So who helped you with the motor?
Well, Dad mainly. Me and Dad done it together at home. The motor was prepped by Tony Knight.
And your dad's name?
Paul Evans.
Paul Evans. You always thank your dad.
Yeah.
Dads are great, aren't they?
What would be stuff without him?
Oh, exactly. He's not a bad-looking bloke, is he?
I don't know about that. No, he's good. He's good. Always willing to help, so that's good.
So what do you have a job? What do you do for a job?
I'm a boilermaker by trade.
Yeah, not many people are doing boilermaker, so good on you, man. This is great. I mean, the car's beautiful, and thanks for taking it out today. I mean, I know it's been a bit wet and stuff like that, but we've got some other things to see here while we're here as well. So
no worries.
Thanks for taking the time to show us.
All good. Thank you.
Thanks. Back to you guys. Well, hi everyone. Hey, welcome to My Garage Rules again. Hey, look, we were just here a minute ago talking to Blake, but we're actually come to see Steve today. How are you?
Good, mate. Yourself?
Good. Hey, look, tell us a little bit. What's this Billet Australia stuff? What's going on
Well,
here?
it's kind of started as a little bit of a hobby, and it kind of started into a passion.
Yeah.
So what I do is I just make car parts basically in my other shed. We're in the cave at the moment.
I haven't seen any cave women yet, so is this a
No.
cave man shed?
Well, actually, what happened was there was a couple of women did come in here.
Oh, and they're not here anymore?
No, they caused trouble.
Oh, okay.
So we got rid of them.
They're buried under the floor.
Man cave. Exactly, man cave.
So you do a lot of billet stuff in the,
Yes.
the back here. So
Yeah.
what do you make?
Well, I make the GDS caps for Monaros.
Oh, yeah.
From
I've seen those, yeah, with a little, oh, that's awesome.
Yes,
So that's you.
Yes, that's me.
Oh, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah. So I sell them actually all around Australia.
Yeah, yeah.
Sold them to, would you believe, America.
Oh, really?
Set to New Zealand only last week.
Yeah, yeah.
And South Africa.
Oh, wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, worldwide.
Because you used to work at Holders, didn't you?
I did, yeah, 6
yeah.
years.
Oh, wow.
6 years of hard labour.
Yeah.
No, not really, no, not really.
Well, I've got to tell you, this all sort of started because you went and bought something from me when I had something to sell.
Yes.
And you said, gee, you really got to come and have a look at my
Yes,
place. And
yeah.
we are just blown away. I mean, this is just one little section of your man cave, but just quickly run us through all the rest of the stuff you got here as well.
Okay, so I've got a huge shed outside. So that's probably, it was full of really nice cars, but Wayne Carini said to me once on TV, he says, you can't have all these cars and not drive them. So sell them and let someone else enjoy them.
Yeah, yeah.
So the shed's refilled up with all my other projects
Yeah.
and other people's cars. I've got the man cave here.
Yeah.
I've got the workshop next door on 2.5 acres.
Perfect spot for it. And where we're here at the moment, the man cave, I know I keep going on about this, but I love this room. It's soundproofed,
Yeah.
but you've also got a whole bunch of
Yeah,
mobile phones above
Yeah.
our heads as well, which is really weird. You've got a drum kit set over there as well.
Yep.
You've got a pool table here, so obviously, and the bar obviously behind us. So this is a place where your mates chill out on a Friday night?
Yes, we come here Friday nights. It originally was built, I was in a band, and it was built...
What was the band?
It was called, Dale, I can't remember now.
Oh, wow. Sorry, yeah, it's a bit old now.
Cloud Cover it was called.
Cloud Cover, there you go.
So it was built, a purpose-built room for, actually, it was going to be a studio.
Yeah, yeah.
And the guys would come in and would jam away. The band sort of disbanded and sort of got into we'll make it a boys room or a man cave.
Great.
So we do have, there was a guitarist here last night.
Yeah,
so we do have a jam here now and again.
Now, I noticed the hot rod out there. I can't walk past and not mention the hot rod.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. What's that?
So that's a 24 Willies.
Yep.
I bought that from Joe Belperio.
Oh, yeah.
I got divorced. A present to me.
Yeah, it was the voice of a hot rod.
Yes, I bought a hot rod. It's not the same colour or anything. I've actually painted it and fixed it up. The other thing I do too is I do people's cars. So
Yeah, I was just saying because you've got the big shed
yeah,
out there.
I got a HK there at the moment, and I just do other people's cars. Pretty busy.
Mate,
Pretty busy.
we've seen all the stuff along the fence there we've seen, all the stuff out the back here. It's just crazy. And you've got chickens. But what a fantastic place. I mean, it's 2 acres of fun. You've got mobile phones and bars. You've got a whole bunch of stuff here, and I really appreciate you letting us come in today.
That's not a problem.
That's great. Well, anyway, Steve, we'll get back to you. Well, thanks very much, guys. We'll catch you next time. Well, hi everyone. Hey, welcome to My Garage Rules. Today we decided to come to the Chrysler show, but it's not your average Chrysler show. And what I've done, I've actually grabbed Ian, who's the president of the Chrysler Car Club of South Australia. We're actually at the Tonsley factory. Now, for those people that don't know, this is where they made Chryslers, and then they became Mitsubishi and all that. So, Ian, this is crazy. This is huge.
It's insane, isn't it? It's
mate.
great.
Now, tell us, is this always been here, the show?
No, this is the first and more than likely the only time we'll be doing it here.
No, it's so cool here, though.
It is, it's great. I mean, especially under the roof, it doesn't matter what the weather's like. Could have been hot today and it would have been fantastic. But it's just been a unique opportunity that this year has been almost perfect for the amount of space we've got and the support we've had from the government and our sponsors to be able to put it on here. So.
It's a crazy thing. I mean, I've just walked around the back there and suddenly I've walked into a swap meet. Now, how many swap meets are inside? It's crazy. And as you said, with the weather, like rain or hail or shine or whatever, it's a perfect spot. And I'm a photographer, and that spot there would just be perfect for photos of cars and everything. So is this going to be the last time here?
Yeah, so there's a lot of the areas here that are being tenanted out, and some of the spots that we've got a good sort of 50 and 60 cars in today are going to be tenanted out in the next 12 months. So come this time next year, we just won't have the room to do this. But you never know, we might have a really small restricted show, we might be able to do it again. Never say never, but more than likely it could be the only one.
It's crazy because we've been walking around. I know my cameraman and producer is filming us right now. He worked here for 15 years. And, just to look around at the place, it's probably a lot of memories. But, I'm 50 years old and I've never set foot in this place. It's crazy. It's massive. It's huge. I mean, people can't really tell how big this place is, but it is massive. How many cars do you reckon you got here?
So we got 308 in today.
No!
Yep.
That is nuts. How many car shows you see they got 380 cars?
So that's
wow.
the biggest we've ever had. So normally when a good year we'd get sort of 220, 230, and so this is the biggest year we've ever had, which is really good.
It's a great place. I mean, you got lots of food, you got places to go to the toilet as well, which is always great, and just the amount of crowd that are coming, and parking. There's plenty of parking.
Absolutely, and that's why it's a great venue. I mean, it would be really good if it wasn't going to be filled up and we could do this here every year. It'd just be the perfect place for a car show. But hey, look. We've been able to do it this year. It's been a dream of a lot of people to do this, and we've made it work. So it's great.
very busy before. He was on the walkie-talkie before and had to sign autographs and kiss babies and that sort of thing. So thanks for taking the time out, Ian, to have a bit of a chat to us. And what a great show. And look, I hope it keeps going. It's fantastic.
Sure, thank you very much, and thanks for coming down, and appreciate the support.
Oh, thank you. Back to you guys. Thanks, Ian. Hi everyone. Hey, wasn't tonight's episode really good? Look, I hope to see you next week as well, because we've got another jam-packed show coming up. I think this needs a bit more sugar. I had the sugar around here somewhere. Drills is brought to you by U-Bullet, Auto Transformers, DreamWorks Garage, Tough Mounts, Outlaw Speed Shop, Black Canvas Photographers, SA Suspension Repairs, Mobile Auto Care, and Jeff's Garage.